Alright, here's another one. Just following up to beating up Tim Ross Cully right there, and Angelina Jolie commenting about it as it happened on her Twitter. I don't know what this bullshit is. No, I didn't ask for this to be painted. It was right around the time I was really upset at Jessica Biel, because I was complaining on Facebook that there was no dragon. There was only a tiger. I'm it. You guys were supposed to say hello to me. That's it. And I was complaining for some time that something bad was happening because they weren't listening to me. And then Jessica Biel posts on her Instagram, "We know dragons don't have hooves. Let us have our fantasy anyway." In response to one of my posts, there are no dragons in the riverbed. It's just a bunch of twacked out swine and trolls. And she posts within the hour of me posting that, we know dragons don't have hooves. Let us have our fantasy anyway. It was shortly after that this got painted. It's this weird dragon looking thing with all these eyeballs on it. There's a bunch of them. But here's another point of, I want to say safety, because you are kind of close to these houses, which might not be very safe, especially for Lompoc. But even from right here, Miss Swift, if you were to have a small little gas station megaphone in your hand, you're like, "Yeah, dipshit. This is the sound of my voice, and you know it, because you like all of my movies and stuff." And I'd belt out something to let you know I heard you and be waddling up with all this. Again, let me get the full shot on camera. Woo! That was perfect. Look at that. It fit the camera perfectly. The little slot there. That's kind of scary. You're not mistaken this. Okay? Let me get this one. I got a snake in my pocket. You're not mistaken that either. So quit trying to act like you're being tricked by these twacked out swine and trolls who look like twacked out swine and trolls. I've got a 4-foot sword on my hip. You're not mistaking me for anybody else unless you're being told to mistake me for somebody else. And that's the part that's really starting to worry me. But thank you, whoever made this. Found it up the way in a bag and said this is for free. It was handmade. If you need it, take it. I would love it. It's cool. It's Darth Vader-y. Purple scarf. But anyway, if you're ever in this position in front of this little painted dragon type thing, especially if the trolls and goblins are trying to hush you and make you stay quiet, just yell my name! And it's over. Swine charade over. You've got the spell writer, the metaphysical fire tiger, the person, Angelina Jolie. It was balls to the walls. Crazy for her. I'm wondering that house. You in that house, Brad Pitt? Dead center of the camera there. There's this big, nice mansion. All the trees mowed down. Perfect view of the entire riverbed if you had a decent enough telescopic lens. Sometimes I am questioning as to how these damn tweakers seem to know every little detail. I know people in these houses are dirty. There's no way you heard them girls screaming and didn't think something was wrong unless you were part of it. But let's throw that out there before I pack everything up and head into town for I don't know what. To the Illuminati, to the Angelina Jolie, to the Natalie Portman, to all of you who are so supportive of the swine charade, competition over. Take your champs and go. I submit, whatever. He's the winner. He'll do your spell writing for you. He'll be the metaphysical genius, super awesome guy. He'll be your little champion, twacked out in your basement, raping little girls and unable to do anything else. I mean, he's your tiger. Take him and go. Just take him and go. But as I'm not doing a competition anymore. Like I never was. That was such an insult. Especially the twacked out swine she chose for this. And because he's too stupid. Thank you for that. No, that's tongue tie me as I'm saying too stupid. That's amazing. He's too stupid to realize he's just a patsy. He's being used for two things. He does non-stop satanic level crime, trying to prove he's from hell, and two, if I murder him, all of these women claiming that I have no grit and won't do it will suddenly, and this is thanks to Jessica Alba. Thank you, sweetie. She's the one that made me realize it was a flip of a switch. They're gonna thumb their nose at me and call me weak until I reach out and kill this guy, and then I'm in prison, behind bars, shrieking about how the Illuminati are torturing people in places like this. Bummer. If you think I'm psycho or crazy or schizophrenic, this video isn't for you anyway. I haven't said that in a while. I used to, like every post I would say, if you don't know what's going on, this post is not for you. But I've been talking to swine and gremlins and trolls this whole time, so whatever. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this because it's the right thing to do. And if I didn't have 1,000 different reasons, only one reason would do, and that's, I think Angelina Jolie, the real one, was murdered. I think she was tortured to death down there at the hands of a bunch of drug addicts because Brad Pitt got all furious she was looking for me here. And some clone that looked enough like her to take over her life did so. She was down there in the bushes waiting. The real one went down there, got tackled, hogtied, beat to shit. A few weeks later, the fake clone comes walking out all bruised up and banged up a little bit. A little off from her ordeal. She might not remember everything as correctly because, you know, it was a traumatic situation, and the clone took over the real one's life, and the real one is now 600 yards of rat shit. And that reason alone, that's number one reason I'm going to keep doing this until something happens with it. Then we have the second reason, which is Natalie Portman. And that's a big enough reason in and of itself. Harvard, you know, pretend intelligence, and then, never mind. We're just going to keep doing this. Yahtzee.